Hey, what's going on, guys? Xclusive here, and welcome back to another episode of our Q&A series. I had you guys send me over a whole bunch of questions over on Twitter using the hashtag #AskXclusive, and I got a whole bunch of responses from you guys, so we're gonna answer them here today. That's what Q&A means. It's question and answer, in case you didn't really know. But yeah, okay, we're gonna go. Would you kill one innocent person if you knew it oh, fucking hot. So would I kill one innocent person? Oh, that's such a difficult. That's like a would you kill your mom or your dad question. I mean, maybe that's easier to answer for some people, but like those questions are just difficult. Like I don't really know how to answer that. Would I kill one person to save a dozen? Yeah, but it depends on the person. I mean, if you're talking about like my sister, then no, I would not. No, that's not happening. If it were any of my friends or my family or anybody that I knew or anybody that was young, you know, like I wouldn't kill a child to save like 12 adults. That's just not gonna happen. But if I had to kill like one adult, maybe on the older side, to save like 12 children, then I don't know how I would ever be. And I don't know, maybe if I'm in an episode of 24 one day, possibly, we can get into that kind of a situation. I hope not, but actually I'd love to be in an episode of 24, who am I kidding? But yeah, so I mean, it kind of depends. It really depends on the situation, and I don't really know how to answer that, so... Assuming I don't get into any situation like this and I don't play Jack Bauer on 24, yeah, I would. Depends on the person, though. If you had 24 hours of your life, how will you spend time the most? With your family or your followers? Now, I love you guys, and I always will, but I would definitely spend it with my family. I mean, I don't know. If I had 24 hours to live, I'd be bummed out. I mean, obviously, if I was excited, then I'd probably call somebody, because that just doesn't make any sense. But, yeah, I'd be bummed. I'd probably be really upset, but I'd spend it with the people I cared about, and I'm sure... I don't know. I don't know what I would do. That's such a terrifying thing. It's not like I'm getting 3 months to live and I can, like, you know, just go rob a bank and just suit my family up financially. I'm not gonna rob a bank, at least not yet. Maybe later. But that's a tough one. I don't really know. 24 hours is not a lot of time, so I have no idea what I would do. But I would definitely spend it with my family and the people I cared about, and just try and make the best out of this situation. I don't know. As a kid, were you the quiet one or the social animal, or in between? I'm like me. You guys know me from my stream, from YouTube. I seem like this outgoing person that's just like, you know, attempting to be funny all the time. It's just not. But I guess that kind of sums up me, sort of, when I was like younger. But as a kid, I was kind of in between, right? I mean, when I'm in class or when I was in, you know, school, I was very quiet because I did have anxiety, so I just like broke my wrist. I don't know if you guys heard that. Hopefully, if you didn't, I'm just looking around at nothing. But when I was a kid, when I was in school, I was very quiet. I was an extremely quiet kid. I was shy. I would not, you know, walk up to someone and just say hello. I kind of just kept to myself. I did my thing, and then, you know, if somebody were talking to me, or for, you know, the friends that I did make, they were always the people that came up to me and talked to me first, and then you know, I'm a nice guy. I was fine. I was just, you know, well, actually, no, as a kid, I wasn't a mean kid at all, but as a kid, that's why I said I'm in between. Like when I'm out on the playground or whenever, anything like that, when I'm out on the playground, you know, I actually just got inside like a couple minutes ago. I was playing no, all right. But so when I was out, you know, like on the playground or anything like that, I was like this little kid that I just like flicked the switch, and all of a sudden I'm on cocaine and Mountain Dew as a kid, and just ran around and did stupid shit, and lived the typical kid life. So I guess I'm kind of in between. I wasn't too shy and awkward, but I definitely was at the same time. But I was also that kid that was just high on cocaine and you know, or meth, and you know, because plenty of kids were high on cocaine and meth. We're gonna stop. If you were rich, what would you buy? See, if I was rich, honestly, I don't know what I would buy. I don't think I would buy anything. Like, that's the big thing about me. Like, if I were to just suddenly run into a ton of money, one, I would only want to do two things with that. One, I would donate that money to wherever or whoever I needed to, you know, just a whole bunch of different charities, just to help as many people as I possibly could. So I would definitely just be donating it left and right to people that need it, or you know, charities that need it. And the other half of that, I would just set up my family. I would, you know, make sure that they are comfortable and only comfortable. I wouldn't give them too much. I wouldn't give them too little. I would make sure they're comfortable. They've got a cushion of money that they can use, and, you know, so the fact that they'll be financially stable for a very long time. And then honestly, I'd probably just live a normal life. Obviously, I'd probably upgrade a few things. You know, what if I like won the lottery? I'd probably upgrade a few things. But I would definitely donate like the majority of that money. I don't think I could handle just having all of that and not doing anything helpful with it. I think it's a big part of me, is being helpful any way I possibly can. And if I ran into a ton of money, feel like that would be the perfect opportunity to be helpful in some way. So I would definitely donate the money and just kind of set up my family for the future and for now. And I guess the past as well, but that wouldn't really make any sense. What was the strangest thing you believed as a child? Now, you guys are probably gonna laugh, but at the same time, maybe not, because I'm sure some of you guys did this. You guys know the saying, if you step on a crack, you break your mother's back. I literally, for like 3-4 years of my childhood, thought that was completely real, and I was just terrified to walk around. Like whenever I was I remember going to like amusement parks, and you know, like, or not even that, like boardwalks. Like boardwalks were terrible. Oh my god, you know, you got every board of wood has a crack, at like at least 4 of them in a sense, and like you would just walk, and there's just cracks everywhere. And I'd be skipping around playing like fucking hopscotch on the, you know, no, I wasn't playing hopscotch, but I looked like I was. I would jump around and just, you know, I'd be that kid that was like, ah, don't, ah. Kind of like that. No. Do you ever regret what you did with your back? Just know I support you 100%. Thank you so much. Honestly, like, before I even answer this question, the support you guys have given me so far from my back, I mean, obviously you guys were here, at least some of you guys were here. I know we've grown since then, but some of you guys were here when I actually went into surgery. I mean, I kind of disappeared in a sense for like 3 months because I was in recovery, but I uploaded vlogs and I kept you guys updated on Twitter, and I know my family and friends were there for me. I mean, they were there. They stayed up with me till like 4 o'clock in the morning when I had to leave for surgery, and I was just terrified. I couldn't sleep, so they obviously stayed up with me. So it's been a blessing to me to have you guys here with me through all of that, and to have the continued support from you guys. I mean, I don't know what I did to deserve so many amazing people in my life that just support me through something this difficult, but whatever I did, I mean, I definitely got very, very lucky. So thank you guys so much for all the support with my back and my surgery, and, you know, giving me the motivation to keep pushing through it, even when I feel like I can't. But do I ever regret what I did? That's see, yes and no. I mean, before my surgery, you guys know, I'll actually put a before and after picture on screen for you guys, but before my surgery, I had, I mean, I was crooked, you know, I was just kind of deformed. And they use that word. They use that word of deformed. And I don't know, I just never, I felt very just odd. I felt like I just didn't belong. Like, it was just led to these whole just jumble of thoughts that I just didn't like at all. And obviously it caused me pain, but I mean, compared to what I'm in now, oh my god, it was nothing. So do I regret it? Before my surgery, I was able to bend. I looked a little weird, and I was in pain, but I was able to bend, and that's probably what I miss the most. So going back now to what I'm in, not going back, going forward now, you know, post-surgery or post-op, I am in probably 10 times more pain than I was before, and now I can't bend, and I never will be able to. So it's kind of like, yeah, you would normally think that I would regret that, you know, like, I mean, and that part of it I do regret that, because now I can't bend and now I'm in 10 times more pain. So it's, and there's no saying that pain will ever even stop. So it's like, well, fuck, you know, it's like, there's really nothing, I don't want to live with regrets, but that's kind of something I did and I can't change. And I did the only option I had at the time. The only option I had was either physical therapy, just to, you know, try and help a little bit. It was kind of like a temporary solution, or just kind of, you know, take a leap of faith and go for the surgery and hope that it fixed everything. And yeah, I'm not crooked anymore, but 2, I'm in 10 times more pain and I can't bend. So I don't know. I guess you guys can kind of juggle that in your mind, whether you think you would regret that or not. But then I think the other side of that is, if I didn't go through all the pain I have, and if I don't go through the pain that I do every single day, if I didn't get the surgery, if I was still able to bend, I don't think I'd be the person I am today. You know, I think today I'm definitely 30 times stronger than I was even just 3 months ago. I think I know a lot more about, I see things in a different perspective now. You know, I see pain in a different perspective. I see what people take for granted in a different perspective. And I just think without all of the experience I've had with my back and with the pain, I wouldn't be the man I am today. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with myself. I'm pretty happy with the guy I am, and I would never want to change that. I'd never want to change me or who I am or the type of person that I am, because, I mean, I'm me. That's all I'm trying to be. And I think my surgery kind of changed me in a good way. So I regret it, but on the other half of that, I don't. What song would you say best sums you up, and why? That's a very, very good question. I mean, you guys know, and I think the majority of the world listens to music. I mean, I don't think I can go a day without listening to my music. So I've got a whole bunch of songs to choose from. What song best sums me up? I've got 2, and I've actually got my Spotify open. If I had to pick one, like the biggest one, it's probably Anthem of the Underdog by 12 Stones. Nobody has ever heard of that song. If you've watched the movie Never Back Down, you will recognize it if you want to go listen to it now. If you have Spotify, it's free on there. You can just go check it out, or just look it up on YouTube. But that song, it kind of talks about being knocked down, and I think it's actually talking about a person, but for me, I kind of see it as I see it in the bigger aspect of life, trying to knock you down with all the pain and all the, you know, sorrow and misery that you feel. But you're getting back up, you know, you're not going to let it win. And that's something big for me, especially with the pain reference, just because you guys, I don't even have to explain myself at this point. But yeah, so that song is definitely really big for me. Another one is Not Alone by Red. That one's really big as well, just because whenever I'm down and I'm not myself, you know, or whenever I'm talking to somebody else that's down and not themselves, listening to that song just reminds me and reminds whoever I'm talking to or the person I'm trying to help that they're not alone, you know, and you never are. I mean, you always have people that care. There's always someone that you can talk to that cares, and Not Alone does a really, really good job of reminding you of that. So, Not Alone and Anthem of the Underdog. And our last question is, do you get over-involved with TV or movie plots at times? And if so, what movies or TV shows? So this is a really, really good question. I am huge on movies and TV shows, more TV shows for me, and since I have Netflix, I mean, if you guys don't have Netflix, I would definitely recommend going and signing up. I think you can get a whole bunch of free months from a whole bunch of different YouTubers or streamers. They've always got these little sponsored Netflix links. That's another example of me speaking English. It's a thing. But you can sign up for Netflix and get pretty much all these movies and TV shows for free, watching instantly. You could do it right there, or you can have them send it to your house and you could watch the DVD. But since I'm more into TV shows, I mean, my favorites are definitely House, Lost was amazing, Prison Break, 24, oh god, there's way too many for me to name. I'm sure I'm missing a whole bunch. The Walking Dead, I've got it right next to me on the side of my room. The Walking Dead. What else did I miss? Breaking Bad was good. Criminal Minds, that's still on TV. That's really, really good. I'm probably missing a bunch of them, but I'm really big on TV shows, and we're actually going to go out with this question. I've never done this before, but I want to bounce this question back to you guys. What is your favorite TV show? If you guys watch TV, and if not, what's your favorite movie? Let us know in the comments below, and if you guys want to be featured in my next episode of our Q&A series, all you have to do is tweet me at Xclusive Plays using the hashtag AskXclusive, and I'll be sure to search it up and I'll find it, and hopefully I can use it in this episode. I've got a whole bunch of other questions that I'm just not going to be able to get to today, so we're going to have to fill it in next week, and I'll give you guys another one with the remaining questions from this series, and hopefully some new ones from you guys that are just watching the series for the first time today. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, be sure to smack that like button. If you guys are new around here, be sure to subscribe for more content from me. I'll catch you guys next time.